one word to describe your dad, what would it be?
Can we use two?
One.
Sarcastic.
Goofy.
Say smart. He knows like everything.
He's smart. Yes, he's very corny at times, but it's fun. So,
What do you think is the biggest misconception that people have about your husband?
that he talks a lot. Real low key when he's here.
10 to 1.
Into the TV, he's good.
Like, listen, I'm a TV junkie. I've been watching General Hospital since I was in high school. Don't look like that. The ratchetness relaxes me. That sounds so bad. Hallelujah.
Oh my God.
Our pastor, Bishop Rudolph McKissick Jr., is celebrating 50 years. And if there's anybody who knows what that journey's been like, it's his wife, First Lady Kimberly McKissick. She's been with him for half of it.
50. Oh, gee, Nelly.
I wasn't even born 50 years ago.
That's what we're gonna do?
I just,
That's like really what we're gonna do, huh? That's what we're gonna do.
I think it's great. It's monumental. It's his 50th, but he has so much that he's gone through leading up to now. He has so much he can share leading up to now. So many experiences, so much wisdom.
You think so?
I know so. Yeah.
Wow.
But he's like, 50 is the new 30.
Talk now.
He's not old.
Talk
he's not
now.
old. So yeah, you're not. And I'm like, he's turning 50? Nah. I want to see the birth certificate.
I'm not Obama.
What? Where did they even come from? I think getting to the point where we feel comfortable enough around each other. There's no pretense.
What do you mean getting to the point? You wasn't always comfortable?
No, I wasn't.
Then why you married me?
For love, they both say, but it didn't start out that way. So how did you and Bishop meet?
Bishop came to town to attend seminary. I was in the undergrad, and his dad had preached at my church.
Her father was one of my professors in seminary, and she came over to his, I don't know what she came to get, some money or something, and she peeped in the class, and I was like, yo, who was that?
What was the perception initially for
That
you?
he was arrogant and conceited. He had a little short man complex. No, okay.
She claimed she didn't really like me, she wasn't feeling me, I was arrogant, normal stuff, but she was feeling me.
He actually asked my sister out, and she turned him down, and I felt bad. I felt bad. I said, come on, let's just go to the movie.
I get to the house, drive, the way their house is made you drive around the back, and everybody comes out the back. Out comes Kim in a mini skirt. I was like, where's Kim coming? I said, Kim got nice legs.
How did he win you over?
Once again, us being very good friends and getting to know him. And so he was a very endearing person. So nothing like what I thought or what the perception was.
She had really become like my best friend. We talked about everything. Things had become romantic, in a holy way. And yeah.
So everybody always wants to know, how did the proposal go down?
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
It was something fly,
Was it?
Yeah, it was fly. I don't care what she says, it was fly.
So I didn't know what was going on.
I'd seen that kind of crazy stuff on movies. I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Let me do it this way.
Went into the restaurant, having a great time and dinner, and this glass of champagne comes to the table.
Instead of getting on my knee and, I was played. I didn't want to do that.
I said, champagne, okay, it's different. And so he started talking really crazy. I've enjoyed us spending a lot of time together, that kind of thing. I still didn't know what was happening. I said, well, yeah, it's really been great.
I don't think she noticed that it was in there.
He said, I really wanted to, take you to dinner too, ask you something. I was like, ask me what?
And I don't think she really noticed the ring at first.
Then he said, turn your head. Turn my head?
I remember I had to almost like point it out to her, like, yo, you know, I'm doing me.
I turned my head, and when I looked back, the ring was in the champagne glass.
When she saw it, that's, you know, we took it out.
And so I'm like, what is going on?
And I put it on her finger and I asked her, would you marry me?
And I'm like, what? And I'm saying to myself, oh God, what am I about to do?
She said yes.
She said yes. Of course she said yes.
And so I did love this man. We had, you know, become more than friends, and we were dating and that kind of thing. And so I said, okay. I said, you know what? Hey, why not? I said yes.
How would you describe him as a husband?
Very caring, insightful. He can look at me and tell what's going on, and I don't even think he's paying attention. And I'm like, what? How did you know that? But, you know, he's the prophet, so can't get much by you. Anyway, so.
What do you think is the biggest misconception that people have about your husband?
That he talks a lot. He's very quiet. Yeah, he is. I mean, same person, he's just real low key when he's here.
10 to 1.
Into the TV, he's good.
What is it about him that you admire most?
His passion for what he does. He could be down and out, but he would get out of that bed to preach to the people.
Now he does that at the Bethel Church and across the country, a far cry from the young preacher she met and married in Richmond. How have you seen him evolve through those 23 years?
That's interesting you say that. You know, they say trials come to make you stronger, and so I've seen him mature past things that he didn't think that he would endure through. You know, you say one thing, and then here you are doing what, of course, God wanted you to do where you thought you'd be somewhere else. So this has been a great ride to see him at his best right now so far, and knowing that he has so much further to go. How do you feel? Oh, let's see, things that are 50. What's 50 years old?
Aches.
Dirt.
Aches.
Oh, aches.
Gray.
Gray. You are great, dear.
You know, I've been through so much, like you know, Kim just said, man. It's like I look at 50. It's like, wow. There are some things I've been through that could have stopped me from reaching 50. Cancer. You know, the absolute emotional collapse I had when that doctor told me I wouldn't preach and sing again. So you know, it's a milestone, but I'm also grateful because there were some things I went through and I didn't know, you know, if I would make it this far. So, you know, it's a great time. I'm excited about it. 50. Now let's put it in context.
Oh,
did it eventually come to me?
Jesus help us. Who?
Did it eventually come to me though?
Thus 50.
But now I eventually got it. You did. Yeah. I couldn't remember if I put it in the rose or in the champagne. Then it hit me. It was in the champagne because you almost drank the ring.
I did.
I see that.
Well, I mean, who would put it in a bottle of a whole glass of champagne if it was just a little champagne, but it was filled?
Well,
so, you
that was
know.
that white man. I ain't do that.
So I'm like, good Lord. Yes, I almost drank.
Yeah, she almost drank it.
I'm like, oh yeah. I don't think he thought about that.
I didn't think you would drink the whole time.
In 91.
That was cool. Yeah, that was hot in 91.
It's lame now, but in 91.
In 91, I don't know if that's lame. Would you appreciate something like that?
Let's look at her face.
No.
Now?
You don't think that would be cool now?
No.
Why
Something
not?
different.
Man, please. Listen, man.
That was good back then, baby.
I know.
And here we are.
50 years later?
50 years later.
Cut!
Put that on.
Cut! Please don't. Cut! Cut.